way of doing that. They do. Oh, damn. We live. What's going on, everybody? Cowboy C3 got Mel, Kaja, and Brittany.
Who hit the live button while I was talking about being fat, man? Like I think that's so.
Not me.
That's so wrong. That is crazy.
Britt, I tried to catch him.
Like, not me at all.
That was so daggone crazy, man.
Kaja, how you doing this week?
No, Kaja.
I was muted. I said, I'm good. How are you?
I'm hanging in there, man. I'm hanging in there. Britt, you been all right?
I'm doing good. Was that what was that?
Some AI joint from Twitch.
I had a crazy week this week. Was
you at that villa with EJ when he was at like a Dallas Cowboy event? Where EJ was at?
This is my question.
No, don't get us canceled.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do it. I got one question, and I'm serious about this one question.
Yeah.
Where do you find some size 17 pumps at?
What?
I think they're only special making them for 3 people, and that is Caitlyn Jenner, EJ Johnson, and RuPaul.
Okay.
And those, they only make Louis Vuittons and 17s, and it's a one of one for 3 people. Yeah. So.
Wow.
Yeah, they got them out there.
That's crazy.
All right, let's move on. I like the show. Do not get us canceled. Let's move on.
Please and thank you. Okay. I agree.
Stop. Let's move on.
Size 17 pump is insane, though. What size shoe y'all wear?
Kaja, what size shoe you wear?
Are you gonna ask me that on this live? Am I answering that question?
It ain't no 17. It ain't no 17.
It's not a 17 though. No, that is not.
Okay. I just want to know. I mean, because it might be easy for y'all to find pumps. That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't know how easy it is, because you can get Jordans. They got them all sizes, but I'm pretty sure they stop at a certain point for pumps. They ain't going up to the 13s and stuff. You got to get that special order. But
oh my goodness,
they probably charge extra fee for that.
Yeah,
well,
they got it.
We gotta act like the Asia Wilsons and stuff of the world.
What you mean?
Don't want no 17.
Oh no, I
think Asia wear 17. Like a 12, 11.
Yeah, I'm curious to know what size she would wear.
I think Asia wear 10.
Nah, she's too tall for that.
Yeah, I think she's bigger. I think she's bigger than that.
She's light on her feet though. She light on her feet. They don't look like she ain't moving like 6'4".
Yeah, 6'4".
Yeah, she's bigger than a size 10.
I worked with a girl in the Navy that wore a size 11 in men's. Like her work boots were a size 11.
I know there was some big boots,
right.
boy. Was she tall?
Yeah, she was tall. She's like 6'3". But yeah.
Was she big or like was she like lean?
Played volleyball at
Corey, bro. I never forget, man, when I was coaching the girls basketball team in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a female that was checking in. It was like she was like 2 months out. We got to contact them before they get there and stuff like that.
Right.
And bro, when she finally checked, because she was coming to my division. She was an electrician. She was coming to my division.
Mm-hmm.
When she finally showed up, boy, she was 6'4". And the first look, before I even said anything about her about work, I asked her, I said, "Did you play basketball?" And she said, "Yeah." And then 2 days later, she found out she was pregnant. She showed up pregnant.
Damn.
Oh my.
She looked like she was good. She looked like she was good, dog. I was mad. Her last name was Wadsworth.
Wadsworth.
Wow.
Yeah, Wadsworth. She looked like she was good. I never got to see her play. She looked like she was good.
Yeah. This girl, I'm talking about, she was in my division too. She said she played college volleyball, and we were like, okay, we could see it. But then we had, how you have like a picnic over at the park or whatever. We had one on the dry side over there. They got them little sand volleyball courts, right?
Yeah.
And listen, The first time they hit the ball to her side, you know, somebody set up, man, and she spiked the ball off this dude's head, man, and they was can't play no more.
And daggone boots, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get into the football.
Britt. NFC East.
Yes.
This is our division.
Yes.
First team up is Philly. Only team in the division last year with a winning record.
Really? Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. The Cowboys were 7-9 at second place. 7-9 at second place. I mean, without the Eagles performing well, they look like the NFC South. And, you know, they had a playoff team at 9. No, that was 8-9.
8-9.
Carolina made the playoffs at 8-9. No, that was 8-9, and Tampa Bay was 8-9. They both was 8-9.
Yeah.
But the tiebreaker was with Carolina. They made the playoffs at 8-9. That's what this division looked like.
Yeah, last year we had some rough situations going on in our division last year. So I think this year is going to be a little bit different.
You think the addition by subtraction is a real thing for y'all? You think that y'all could get better with y'all passing or y'all offense in general with the subtraction of AJ Brown and not being a negative in the locker room?
Yes.
And, why?
Boy, when you create issues in the locker room, it does create some issues on that field. But I think it's a little bit more than just AJ Brown. Because most of the fan base, since we just jumping right in, most of the fan base, we in the beginning, we were actually understanding of certain situations that he was upset about. But I think he just took it too far with the antics, you know, using the media, saying certain things. It was just going a little bit too far. He didn't have to do all of that. I think it showed on itself. You know, the play calling was terrible. The offensive coordinator, thank goodness he was fired because he was terrible. But the constant blame game and you're starting to hear a little bit more about what was going on in the locker room now. I don't know about you guys, if you guys can hear where you at, but we're hearing it over here is about exactly what was going on now. Now that AJ is gone, but everybody seems much more together, more happy. And I think the biggest thing out of all of this, though, is that you have, although we don't know much about Sean Mannion, it sounds like they're much more excited about this offense than they ever was last year.
Do you think that AJ Brown would be a problem in New England?
Not the first year.
I think on the field, I'm gonna say no, but he is talking a little bit too much in the media now.
I don't understand why he couldn't read the room in Philly. Like, you couldn't see that you was damaging the team. Like, if we could see it on the outside looking in, I know it must have been tension thick enough that you can cut it with a knife and you got to be able to read the room. Like, yeah, I'm ruining my welcome a little bit, and just kind of like fall back a little bit. And he just wasn't doing it. Like, he just kept, you know, going with the same antics. Man, I ain't understand it. Like, he wanted to get traded or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, he did want to get traded. That's the whole
point. Yeah.
I mean, don't you think though, Britt, like the fighting with the coach and the security guard and all that type of stuff on the sideline? Like, if you want to get traded, is that behavior conducive to being picked up? I mean, obviously it worked. You know what I mean? He got out of there. He got what he wanted, but that's a little bit much. You know what I mean? Don't you think?
I will say this: it hurt the trade value. It definitely hurt the trade. They could have, if he didn't do all those antics. The one thing I know about the Eagles organization, if you don't want to be here, just let them know. They will find a way to get you out of here. Right. They have done that in the past. They will continue to do that. They only want players who want to be a part of the team and play team football. They don't like selfish players. They don't like me guys, basically, on this football team. And all he had to do was go to ownership, chill out. You don't have to say much. Go through your agent, contact Jeffrey Lurie, Howie Roseman, and it'll be quiet, and it might take a little bit of time to get some things together. That's normal, but they will work on getting you out of here. They're going to say all the nice things, as you can hear, as you heard. The owner didn't take shots at AJ. GM didn't take shots at AJ. Jalen never took shots at AJ. The whole team, while he was still here causing all these antics, did not take shots at AJ. But AJ continuously was taking shots at everybody else. Whether he was doing subliminally or he was flat out just saying it. And eventually they said, all right, well, let's get you out of here. The fact that they got a first round pick, I was actually thoroughly surprised.
Now, Saquon had a quiet 1,100 yards, like 7 touchdown season last year.
Mm-hmm.
Devontae Smith had like a quiet 77 catch, 1,000 yard season.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what AJ Brown had. AJ Brown was like, 78 catches. He had 1,000 yards as well. So you had two 1,000 yard receivers who both got almost 80 catches and 1,000 yard back. And you lose that receiver, which was your number one, which means now Devontae Smith got to be your number one. We haven't seen him do that in the league yet, I don't think, really. So him getting out of double teams, and now you relying on the rookie and Mekhi Lemon to do whatever Devontae Smith was doing as a number two. Do you think y'all can get the same production, two 1,000 yard receivers and a 1,000 yard back and 11 wins? Y'all think y'all can get that same thing without AJ Brown?
I think that the football will be spread out differently without AJ Brown. I think I don't know if we necessarily need two 1,000 yard receivers. I think Devontae Smith is more than capable of being the number one. If we look at the early on, I think the first 3-4 games last year, I think the Eagles started 3-0. If I can recall. If I'm wrong, somebody please correct me. And Devontae Smith, this is where it went downhill. Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert was eating, like they were killing it. I think Dallas Goedert ended up leading the tight ends and touchdowns by the end of the year or by a certain point of the year. But during those 3-4 games, they were killing it. That's when AJ Brown got mad because your brothers are doing well. That made no sense. But into this year, offensive line will be healthier. I think that's a big component, and that's what messed them up last year. And this is going to be a completely different offense. So this is going to be an offense that should have Devontae Smith doing routes like a JSN. He's going to be all over the field. He's going to be lined up in different positions. Yeah, that's what the goal is this year.
They got to get that run game going though. I don't know how Saquon got 1,000 yards because it just didn't seem like he did.
Well, that was offensive line being injured. The whole offensive line was hurt. So Cam Jurgens was playing and he shouldn't have been playing. And he even came outside. He said, "I don't know how I was playing on the field. I couldn't move my back." How do you block when you can't move your back?
I remember that too. I remember him saying that too.
Yeah. Jordan Mailata, was something wrong with him. Lane Johnson messed up. He was in and out the lineup, and then he just got hurt. Tyler Steen was young. He's still trying to grow. And then, what I said again? Landon Dickerson was hurt last year as well. So the offensive line was completely beat up. And if that offensive line can't block like they're supposed to, what is your running back going to do? No matter how good you are, I think the offensive line, in my opinion, is one of the biggest components of the offense. If you don't have a solid offensive line, that offense may not go as like you wanted it to.
Oh, it's the biggest component for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're healthy.
It looked like Kaja agree with all that.
You said, "Oh, I was talking the whole time." My bad, y'all.
No, you good. I'm just saying, like, nobody made a face like, I don't agree. It seemed like everybody was like, okay, I agree with all that. So you agree with all that too?
For the most part, there's no argument on this side. I think that AJ did want to leave. I think the offense will look. I don't think they're going to have too much of a drop off. I expect them to spread the ball out differently. I expect good things from Philly. I really do.
I think the biggest thing is, and we'll see if it holds true, right? I believe in those first couple of games and throughout the season that people ate other people. Dallas Goedert and Devontae Smith ate because all the coverage is going towards AJ Brown.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I agree.
You don't have that luxury anymore.
Nope.
No. That,
Now-
and that's why I asked that question, Corey. I was like, optimistically, I want to believe Devontae Smith can draw double teams, but you lose that element of someone going to go get a contested catch in the air, or you know what I mean. Like Devontae Smith is very good.
No, you don't.
But like AJ Brown played big. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll go get something like Michael Irvin up there at the apex, go get it, snatch it out of the hand, make a hands catch. You know, you can't take it out of his hand. I like that part about him, man. And that's why even when he was causing all that havoc last year, I was like, man, you gotta figure out how to fix it. You can't trade him, man. I mean, he's so perfect with what Philly trying to do. And you didn't have to lose, man. It wasn't even a money issue. It was like he just wanted the ball more. I mean,
now Mekhi Lemon, if you watch him play at USC, he's like 5'10", 5'11", but he plays big like that. He'll high point some balls. He'll play like that. It's not the same as AJ Brown, but he will high point balls and go after footballs. And a lot of the things that he had to do at USC, he had to do it because of bad quarterback play though. Like he had to go make crazy catches because the quarterback just wasn't accurate and couldn't get him the ball. And so he'll be in a better situation with Jalen Hurts. But I think that the key for the Eagles, and I can't believe I'm saying this, I think the key for the Eagles is seriously like getting Saquon more involved in the offense again.
Yeah, with the pass as well, with him catching stuff out of the backfield, not like like a slot like CMC would do or nothing like that, but he can catch that ball out of the backfield too. You get a linebacker on him, he toast. I done seen him over the shoulder catches and all types of stuff, man. You can really involve him in the passing game. But back to the 5'10" Mekhi Lemon playing big. Steve Smith was 5'9" and played big too. But you still would like on 3rd and 7 to be able to go across the middle of the Musa Muhammad with a bigger body. You know what I mean? A bigger catch radius. You still want that luxury.
Agreed.
And it might not show up a lot. It might not show up a lot that you're missing that, but
they lost in size though. They gained it in speed. I'm telling you, this wide receiving core, all these cats fast. Every single last one of them. So
that might be something.
And route running.
Yes, they are fast. So your receivers would be Devontae Smith with Kyle Lemon, Dontavian Wicks. You picked up Hollywood Brown. Still got Johnny Wilson. Yeah, I mean they got fly boys now. They got cats that can run. And if that offensive line can hold up, it'll be some opportunities for Jalen Hurts to take some shots down the field. That's for sure.
I'll say this. Coming out of training camp thus far, I like to hear the offensive line come out because again, we just said that it's the biggest whoa. That's a lot of words.
That was a lot. I was like, wait, whoa.
It's the biggest component of the offense, right? So hearing them talk in the media and hearing what they say, they're more excited about this new offense and how the offensive line is going to move. They have more of the opportunity to use their athleticism to get out and go block versus just stand up and push, which they say actually takes more of a toll on their body. So this is going to be a completely different offense. They even brought in a new offensive coach, which kind of hurt my heart because I'm a Stoutland person. I love Stoutland, but I'm a trusting in the hope. But Mel, just to answer the Devontae Smith, I almost said Adams, Devontae Smith question. He could go up and get it. He's small, but he's tough, and he has went up and got it plenty of times. Plus, you got the sneaky speed and a route running, the separation that AJ didn't have. But AJ's just big. AJ has a good size, and he's tough too. So I think it's going to look different. They don't necessarily need AJ in this offense. It's just going to look different.
Yeah, I can buy that.
Def-
Talking about
def-
that.
defensively, speaking about messing up offensive lines. Defensively, the Eagles are still the Eagles.
Heck yeah.
Jalen-
Heck
Jalen-
yeah. They set for a while until they had to start paying all them boys up front and got to let some of them go.
Jalen Carter just got some money.
Yeah, he did just get paid.
Now, what I tell you was my biggest concern when we were talking about the AJ Brown trade.
What's the wait?
I wish I can remember. Hold on. What you say?
So you asked me how I feel about the AJ Brown trade. I was like, if you want to be here, cool. I appreciate him. Thank you. But my biggest concern is getting that Jalen Carter deal done.
Oh yeah.
And what you say, if you lose them boys, y'all in trouble. We ain't losing.
Nah, he sure did.
Defensively, it's stacked. You got Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis. Secondary is still intact. Linebackers are still intact. Jonathan Green is going to be out, so Jalen Hunt's going to play Britt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, but Jalen Hunt played well last year too. Secondary: Marcus Epps, Andrew Makuba, Quinion Mitchell, and Cooper DeJean at the nickel. Like, it's a solid secondary. How you feel about not having your secondary coach?
You got jokes. Look, he a Dallas guy now. Christian Parker, you're out. You're out.
That's
you
funny.
Take
though.
that job.
Yeah, he ain't had to take that one for sure.
Like you. I'm pretty sure he had plenty of other interviews, but you know what? I'm happy for him. He's a good guy. He's a young guy. I think he's going to do good over there as long as they give him enough time and the opportunity and give him his guys. I think Christian Parker would be good. But we got a good back. I think we got Joe Casper back there now. So, look, I trust anybody that Vic Fangio hires for this defense. I'm good. I am concerned about our safety core. I'm not going to lie. Out of all the position groups on the defensive side, I'm most concerned about the safety core. Makuba is still a young guy. He's only year 2. He got hurt the second half of last year.
Makuba is that guy, Britt.
I know I liked him, but it's that other position. Marcus Epps is up there. I don't know who the other guys are after Marcus Epps. I forgot.
I mean, the backup safety is Cooper DeJean.
Right, in base, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So in base. So that'll help. But then when we're not in base, then what happens? That's going to be a question.
Could you slide Michael Carter into the nickel and move DeJean to safety? Would that make you feel better about it?
Yeah, but when Michael Carter play, he's always injured.
Always hurt. Always.
Talented as he is, and I don't think he can handle that nickel position anymore. So I think that's why they're trying to put him primary as safety. So I mean, we're going to see what happens. I trust Vic, and Vic I trust. So there we go.
It's I even though I'm not supposed to say this in public, I really like the Eagles. I like them up until they play Dallas for sure. But they got a good thing going. I particularly like the way their front office can put together teams every year. A competitive football team that put it on the field every single year. My team doesn't do that. So that can be frustrating at times. And, it's always, we got salary cap issues. We got this, we got that. But you got less salary cap room than you got more salary cap room than the Eagles do. And the Eagles consistently put competitive teams on the football field. And that's the front office difference of having a legitimate GM and then having your owner that's been playing GM for the last 30-something years. So it just is what it is. But I like Philly. I think that they'll have a good season. And until they play Dallas. I mean, it'll be perfectly fine.
What's the record? I mean, the schedule, excuse me.
So, they got a first place schedule, which is, I mean, rightfully so, first team to win the division, back to back since 1989 or something like that. I mean, 1999. Excuse me. It's been a long time since a team went back to back in the division, and Philly pulled it off last season. So they open up the schedule. Their schedule is they get a couple extra preseason games at the beginning of the season, but then it gets pretty rough on them. So first game is at Washington, next game is against Tennessee.
Mhm.
Then they play Chicago, the Rams, Jacksonville, Carolina, Dallas.
That Rams game's gonna be tough, especially if Aaron Donald comes back.
That would be around the time we talked about this last week. That would be around the time if he does come back. Week 4, week 5 will be when he starts to hit his stride. That's when he'll be back, and that is.
He might just hit the ground running though, Corey. You never know.
So, week 8 they play Washington again. Then they play the Giants, play Pittsburgh, play Dallas, Arizona, Indianapolis, Seattle, Houston, San Francisco, New York. So it's not.
Yeah, that out of conference don't seem that crazy.
Not really.
Mm-mm.
Not really. Which is crazy because this is the first place team. But once we get to the Cowboys and you listen to their schedule, you're gonna be like, "How did that happen?" But it's Dallas' schedule is a little bit insane. But
yeah, they definitely did y'all a favor.
Now, you said did y'all a favor for Dallas? I think is it more about how the games are placed?
You got pockets of tough games,
right? I feel like that's what it is. Yeah,
you got pockets of tough games, but I mean, for the most part, it's pretty favorable, and they'll be on the field. First preseason game is 15th of August against Baltimore at 6 p.m. It'll be on ESPN.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if because every year the starters never play. Never play the Eagles. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I understand why coaches have been doing that lately. This year, they have implemented a completely different offense and playbook. So I feel like the starters should get some time. I just don't know if that's going to happen. Just to get a feel, not saying you have to run any major plays, but get a feel of, Jalen Hurts is going to be under center way more now than he ever was in his entire career. So get some live action against, a guy right up in your face, you having to turn your back to the defense or whatever it might be. So that's what I'm hoping happens. I just don't know if it will happen. So we might start off slow again.
It should be a pretty easy transition for him because he played a lot under center in Alabama.
Right.
Yeah. So it shouldn't be that tough for him. But it's all about playing under center. It's all about just getting your footwork right so you can be in the right place. Like just for the mesh point of the ball with the running back.
Right.
It's a little different, but play action, especially with Saquon Barkley, would be key, especially if he's under center. He can get a good fake, and then that'll buy him some time to get some of them fast guys down the field and try to hit some strikes downfield. I think the way the schedule is set up, I think they'll have a good record, though. I think so.
I hope so.
Will they win the division again, though?
We'll talk about it at the end.
That's gonna be interesting. I got 2 teams in this division.
It's
I'll tell you my second team later.
It's tough. The Eagles, I mean, they legitimately have an opportunity to win the division for the 3rd year in a row. They do. And that's just being honest about it. But another team in the division that I don't really know what to think about is the Giants. They have a lot of questions that they're gonna have to answer, and they're gonna have to answer pretty quick. One would be trying their best to keep Jackson Dart upright. You got a running back coming from a serious ankle injury that they believe. They believe that he's healed, he's ready to go, even though he almost broke his ankle again doing that backflip on stage. Y'all see that?
That is one dumb meathead, dog. That is one. I mean, he play like a meathead, act like a meathead.
Yeah, very true.
And I'm like, yo, that I'm gonna be honest with you. That's the type of dude, man. You love him,
You do.
but man, I would trade him. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. He gonna cause more problems than anything. He gonna be hurt.
You
a
would
lot.
trade him already? Really?
Yeah, dude. You. It was a tight end that the Giants drafted that kind of act like that. That couldn't stay on the field. His name was Jeremy Shockey.
I remember that.
I remember him making a play in his rookie season. I was like, who is this dude? He got up. I think his helmet came off and he kept running and was still trying to lower his shoulder and hit people. I'm like, yo, who is? But I like that. And he, man, he finally got tackled. He got up, screaming. And I just seen him do an interview with Shannon Sharp, and I was like, oh, he's a full grown idiot. Like that's why he played like that on the field. This nigga ain't. I mean, dude. Did you see him talk? Have you heard him talk, Corey?
I did, yes. So
I said that's CTE.
Do you
Wow.
do you remember Cowboys and rest in peace to him, because and it kind of goes along to what you're saying. Do you remember Cowboys running back Marion Barber?
Yep.
Yes, I do.
Marion the Barbarian.
Yeah, he was cold for like 30 seconds.
That's who reminds me of. That running style don't last long. And Marion Barber passed away a couple of years ago because he was training for an MMA fight. So he lived in Frisco, right down the street from the facility. So he would jog over to the facility, get his workout in, and jog home. And what he was doing at the house to try to cut weight was he'd have the heat on in his house in the summertime. And he locked up and couldn't get help fast enough, and he ended up passing away.
Sheesh.
Wow.
Yeah. That's a wild way to go too.
Insane.
Wait. I'm sorry. Help me. Wait. He put the heat on in his house?
Yes. He had the heat on. They said he had the heat on like 85 degrees in his house.
So he basically had like a heat stroke or whatever.
Basically what he did was had a heat stroke and he passed away.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm. So
that's so.
But his running style, if you watch him run and then watch Scatterboo run, like it's the exact same style. Like that's how Scatterboo plays, just like Marion Barber. Mm-hmm. And it was fun to watch, but Marion Barber lasted in the NFL about 6 years. That's about it. It didn't take very long for his body to break down where he just couldn't do that anymore.
Right.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that play like, I mean, how long did Peyton Hillis and Mike Allstott last?
Not very long. Allstott lasted a little bit.
As a blocker though. Yeah. Not someone getting 30 carries. Like he got 20 plus carries a game for what, about 2 seasons? And then Warwick Dunn came and kind of took over. Yeah, you can't get 20, 30 carries running like that and have a longer than 5-year career. Yeah, Scatterboo is he already damaged goods.
Dang.
I mean, well, he dislocated his ankle and broke his tib last year.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
It was nasty.
Yeah, I remember that game.
Yeah.
Shoot. Because it was against the Eagles.
Yeah, well, it was against the Eagles. But it's but he's exciting and Jackson Dart.
He's an exciting white, as you said. I think it was you that said it. Like he's an exciting white. You know?
Yeah, I mean,
respectfully, you guys, respectfully.
He is. Yeah. So Jackson
so
Dart.
RG3.
RG3 was lightning in the bottle.
I'm done.
Stop, Mel. Please stop.
No, because they did a similar thing.
Today, huh?
When RG3 came back from his ACL, remember he had that he was at that team kind of like pep rally, and he was jumping to show everybody that his leg was good. That same thing Scatterboo did. He came back and was like, I'm gonna show you how good my leg is. I'm gonna do a backflip, and I almost daggone tore his ankle up and hit his head on the ground. I said, God, how dumb you gotta be. Like, I just can't get over that, man. I'm sorry. It made me not even like that dude.
When that happens, I wonder, like, if the coach pulls you in, like, what the hell are you doing? Like, what in the entire hell are you doing? Go sit your ass down. Like, stop.
You know they called him. Couches, you know they called him. Like, say, man, don't do that no more. do that shit no more.
I'm over here tight that this is basketball, but I'm over here tight that Jaylen Brown's going skydiving in Egypt.
In Egypt, I saw that. I was like, wait, what? He out there living his best life. He having
I'm
a good
like,
time
wait
this
a
whole
minute.
season.
What's wrong with these
Jaylen
athletes?
Brown is shocking me. He's shocking me. Like I didn't. I mean, he's shocking me, dog. Some of the things he's been doing this year, I'm like, dude, this can't be you for real, man. Hey, who cloned you?
So I'm understanding the coaches and why the Giants coaching staff would be like, you guys gotta be kidding me.
And then your quarterback ain't much better.
Can't slide.
Won't slide.
Think he a running back.
Oh Lord,
every time he get hit by a linebacker, he comes up limping or goes to the tent to get checked for a concussion, and he still ain't got the hint yet. Like, they head hunting, brother. You're not a running back. You're not Cam Newton size. You're not what's my man in Buffalo? You're not Josh Allen size.
Joshua Tyrell.
Dog. Yeah, you got a little speed on you, but so did Doug Flutie. He knew better than to try to go there and be a daggone running back. Drew Brees used to run all the time in college. He didn't run it all in the pros. Like, you got to be smart, dog. You got to
Drew Brees ran in San Diego, and then remember, it almost cost him his career.
Almost the elbow and that elbow was done.
That elbow and that shoulder were done, and yeah, but Dart, he's got to learn it. Like, with your athleticism, right? And you being able to break the pocket and get yards downfield, like, you have to get down, because when they get to you, they coming to you with a full head of steam. And if he continues to lower his shoulder, his career will be real short too.
I agree with you.
And then Malik Nabers coming off the ACL, and they said that he's been having like some issues with it, a little swelling, but he's out at camp. So
that ain't good. Limp into the season, you go limp out.
Yeah, you got. I mean, and you see how that went for Ricky Pearsall. Yeah.
Now that was dumb. Hey man, there's a surgery for this, but I think you should rehab the whole summer. Just rehab it. Well, how about just get the surgery and recover the summer?
Melvin, he didn't make it through one practice.
Not one practice, and all he was doing was running and cutting. Knee swole up like a watermelon. That is crazy.
Surgery is coming a lot of different, risks and things. So I understand.
Yeah. Agreed. I don't disagree with you, but if you have an injury to where somebody has this, Jerry need rehab. I don't disagree, but
ain't no rehab for that, dog. He got CTE. He ain't played it down in the NFL in his life. He got CTE off that yak.
Well, he
and that. Oh wait, I almost said something that rhymed with it. I ain't gonna say it on here.
Yak and black girls.
No, I said that rhyme with yak, and you talk about black girls. Don't do us like that.
You said something that rhyme with yak. Yak and crack. Is that what Jared doing?
I'm trying to get the show canceled today.
Yeah, boy,
that's what's gonna happen.
I just said I'm not going to say it, and here he comes saying
it. Somebody told me black don't crack unless you do it. I was like, that's pretty true.
Yeah, I think we are.
That is insane, but it's true. So you start the season off. Britt, they'll start the season off with Calvin, Austin, Darius Slayton, and Darnell Mooney as their wide receivers.
What happened to OBJ?
OBJ's out there. You don't believe in him? Yeah.
He's not the same.
He's not the same now. I agree with you on that.
They got him as they got him as right now as a third team wide receiver.
Oh damn!
Yeah,
I like that though.
That's disrespectful.
It can be disrespectful, but like think about
not third team.
How the Panthers was using Adam Thielen his last couple of years in the league. You know what I mean? Like I don't know where he was at, but when he got on the field, they looked for him. He was a sure-handed, good route runner that can get open on third and 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. You can trust him. Just like Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen ain't got the speed. he ain't never really had the crazy speed. He ain't no burner, but he's a sure route runner, a sure hands guy that can catch the ball and you can look for on third down. Quarterbacks trust people like that. He's a vet.
Superstitious.
Yeah, black folk are superstitious, boy.
Hey. Ricky Pearsall's white. Okay.
Does he know that?
He does not.
You know it now.
Yeah, you might want to go. You might want to go tell him that.
Tell Ricky that. Yeah, Ricky.
Yeah, I don't think he know.
No, Ricky lined up and everything. Ricky out there.
Pretty
Since he got
Ricky.
shot, he think he 50 Cent.
Ricky, what they call him. Pretty Ricky, what they call him. But
Yeah, he think he a little too pretty.
yeah. Oh, and then
Don't he got a ball fade with a lineup?
he does.
Yeah.
He does. Ricky be lined up. Ricky be out there doing it. Too bad he won't be doing it this year.
He think he Tom Hanks' son.
Should have had
Chet. His name is Chet Hanks, right? Something like that.
Offensive line: Brittany, Andrew Thomas, John Runyon, John Michael Smith Jr., Maui Goa, Francis Maui Goa, and Jermaine Iliumore. I had the hardest time saying his name, but offensive line wise, they're not terrible. I mean, they but the Giants always have a solid offensive line, and they're gonna do some different things with Harbaugh as the coach. And I expect offensively, them as a Harbaugh offense to probably feature Scatterboo a whole lot.
Yeah.
A whole lot.
If he wasn't as reckless, I would be like, heck yeah. But he's a little bit reckless. So that's the thing. It's like him and Jackson are.
Oh, you're gonna see some Tyrone Tracy, that's for sure. That is for sure. But it'll probably be a lot of read options, some similar things that he did with Lamar. But you'll find Jackson Dart is not Lamar Jackson, and Scatterboo is not Derrick Henry. And
do they know that?
Do they know that? What's it? Did they know that?
They're gonna try. They're gonna try. Defensively, they kind of gutted the defense, but they had some big pickups. The biggest question on the defense is going to be Abdul Carter is injured.
Mm.
So
How long is he gonna be out?
if they started a game today, they said that he couldn't play.
That's just not a good sign. That means Kayvon Thibodeau is gonna have to step up.
Kayvon Thibodeau, and they drafted Arvell Reese.
Yep.
In the first round.
I mean, they still has some good pass rushers.
Oh, you still got Brian Burns too.
Right.
They got him.
Now Dexter Lawrence is gone, right?
He's gone. They traded.
So who's going to step up in his place? DJ Reader?
DJ Reader is going to be the nose tackle now. Yeah. Yeah. Secondary wise, it's Paulson Adebo, Tyler Newman, Javon Holland, Greg Newsome II, and Drew Phillips are that's their starting secondary. It's not they got a long way to go.
Yeah.
To be I think to push for the division, but crazy things happen in this division all the time. Cowboys and Eagles both get hurt, and then here come the Giants. You know what I mean? And it's just one of those things like where you can't count them out. And Harbaugh is their coach now, and he'll have them ready to play to the best that he can, right? But their schedule is it starts off tough, but it's another schedule where you have these pockets of tough games, right?
Mm.
You start the season off with Dallas, and then you play the Rams.
I think that's an 0-2 start.
And then you play Arizona, Washington, and then New Orleans.
Wait, Tennessee. You skip Tennessee.
That's what I meant. Sorry. Tennessee, Arizona, Washington, New Orleans.
I think Tennessee could beat them. Me personally.
I think Tennessee will be a better team this year.
I feel like Tennessee is going to be sneaky a little bit better.
Yeah, you give Cam Ward an extra year. I think they'll be better. Then you play Houston and Philly. and then you play Washington, and then you got Jacksonville, Indianapolis, San Francisco, Seattle.
That's a lot of L's, Corey, I see on this list.
It's a lot. And then you got Cleveland, and then you play Detroit, Dallas, and Philadelphia to close the season. So that is kind of crazy that's the third place schedule.
That's more difficult than the Eagles schedule.
Yeah, it's tough. Giants got a tough one. It's gonna be they're gonna have to. It's gonna be a lot of luck involved with their season, and they're gonna have to keep these cats healthy. And with the type of football that they're gonna be playing, the type of teams that they have to play, it's gonna be hard because they're gonna have to play, tough, hard-nosed football, and you're gonna have to run Scatterboo up the middle. And you know what he's gonna do when he runs up the middle. And Jackson Dart's gonna have to, dive forward and get some extra yards just to keep him competitive in football games, at least until Malik Nabers is 100% and can come back. It's gonna be tough.
How long do you think it'll take for Jameson Winston to get the start?
I think he'll probably have a start by week 5.
Yeah, because I don't know if Jackson's start is going to last.
He's not going to hold up?
I don't know. Like, your offensive line is decent. It's not great, but you play some great defenses in that first 10 weeks of the season. And
you think the Cowboys are a great defense?
You get I said it's in the first 10 weeks. I didn't say anything about Dallas. We'll talk about Dallas in 2 teams. 2 teams. You can take all your Dallas shots then.
Okay.
But I'm ready for it today. But I don't know about the Giants, how they hold up, health wise. But I do think that Jameis Winston, he'll give you a game where he will throw for 400 yards and 6 touchdowns, right? And then the next week he'll come out and throw for 150 yards and 6 picks. So that's the type of inconsistency that you just kind of have to deal with him if Jackson Dart were to go down again. So,
yeah, and he will go down again.
Yeah,
he will go down again.
I do like. I go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
Who's their coordinator again? Offensive coordinator. Anybody know?
Hold on,
I forgot.
We can definitely figure it out real quick.
Because I am curious. There are some guys on here that I do like. Like I like Isaiah Likely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I forgot he was there.
Darnell Mooney. It's pretty good, decent. Darius Slayton getting up there. So I'm curious to see.
Never mind.
Not worth mentioning.
It's Matt Nagy.
Matt Nagy. Okay. I'm curious to see how he's going to utilize these skill players. But now I'm concerned that you just said Matt Nagy.
Yeah. It's
Matt Nagy the truth though.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the truth. All right.
When?
Never.
When?
But
eat that W though. I mean,
did you see where he just signed? He just signed a cookie. It was a big.
Yeah,
W.
I seen it, man. Did you see it, Kadra?
Him and the fan bit.
Did you see it, Brittany? He was at an event where he was signing autographs, and somebody bought him a big W baked cookie, a soft cookie, but it was a big W, and he had Jameis autographed this cookie, autographed this W. And then he said, "Can you take a bite out of it for the camera?" And he was like, "Let's bite it at the same time." And they went Lady in the Tramp style on one end of the W, and the fan was on the other end of the W, and they both bit it for the camera.
All right, Corey. Let's get back on track because Mel he left. I know him. Let's get back on track. Giants. Let's finish. He about to go left with this whole thing.
Listen, Britt. I was about to say they Lady in the Tramp that cookie though. It was crazy, man. I was like, bro, what are y'all doing? But that's. And then he still threw up the W and started eating his fingers.
Yeah. After seeing that, man, go ahead and get him the starting position, man.
Yeah.
Dart can back him up. I'm ready to eat I'm ready to eat W's all week long, all season long with the Giants.
So, great question. Said, how did Likely leave Baltimore? it's been a lot of speculation about that. Like, but likely is a hardball guy, and likely wasn't getting the I believe the earned playing time because of Mark Andrews that he probably deserved to get, but he'll definitely get it in New York, definitely. So good for him. I mean, he got a chance to where he can come in and be tight end one and show his skill set, and it'll give something a big target for Jackson Dart to throw to.
I'm not a big fan of the running back room though. I'm not a big fan of Tracy and Singletary. I mean, that's neither one of them are number ones. I mean, I just don't think.
Do you think Scatterboo is a number one?
No.
I'm not counting Scatterboo. He's not going to be there. He's not going to be there. He's not going to be there, man. Yeah. And he's a bona fide fullback. If he loses a step, because he was already barely fast. So coming off this bad ankle surgery he just had, if he lost a step, he might as well be a fullback. So we'll see how much.
We'll folks look scared to play him now.
I mean, why?
Because all his screws are not loose.
I get it. You know what I mean? Like, but if you're just gonna run into defensive linemen the whole game, then go right ahead. I'd rather you do that. I'd much rather you do that than to actually hit a hole and do something. Like you watch him run, like it's just head down. Like he don't know where he's going.
Yeah. Can't see. Right.
You know what I mean?
Who going to the tent first? Let's ask this question. Who's going to the tent first? Scatterboo or Jackson Dart?
Scatterboo will be on the concussion protocol week 1. He'll be on the concussion protocol week 1. Jackson Dart will probably be in the blue tent by week 3.
Nah. See, I got it the other way around. I think Jackson Dart be in that tent second quarter of the first game for sure.
Wow.
Jeez.
Second quarter, he gonna be under that tent getting checked out. He might not be knocked out the game, but he gonna have to go in that tent because I don't
think the Cowboys first. I think he'll be okay.
No
dig to you though. No dig. I'm just saying. I don't.
It don't matter who.
I don't want no
Jackson
trouble.
Dart, his head go hurt. Jerry Jones can lay a hit on him, and he going into that tent.
The reason why I think it's Cam Scatterboo's because, like we said earlier, Malik Nabers is out. I don't know how often they're gonna be willing to have Jackson Dart throw the football with his top receiver out. So I think they're gonna run it a little bit more.
Feature Scatterboo.
It's possible, but he might fall in love. You know, young quarterbacks love that safety blanket of a tight end. So, was Isaiah likely that he might fall in love with him?
And likely gives you the safety blanket. Yeah. Speaking of quarterbacks that can't stay out of the blue tent, Washington Commanders will come into the season. They have some issues of their own.
We must be working the thirds at the same time. Corey, my bad.
The Washington Commanders are 2 years removed from the NFC Championship game. And now they are at a point to where they don't know if their quarterback can even play a full season. A lot of it has to do with him being 6'6", 138 pounds.
He's 6'6".
Jayden Daniels 6'6". I don't think he's 6'6". I think he's 6'3".
This story sounds real familiar.
He's 6'4".
Okay,
but he weighs. I mean, look at him. He's
Kevin Durant.
Seriously, he's probably 195 pounds.
Yeah. It's Kevin Durant on the football field for sure.
He's very good when healthy, but the problem is he can't stay healthy. And some of the hits that he took last year that he was injured on were not hits where he got rolled up and an ankle got hurt, got rolled up or twisted a knee. Like he took hits like straight to the chest and couldn't breathe. You know what I mean? And there are things that he is going to have that they're going to have to do as a team to keep him from getting seriously injured. And it's gonna be hard because their offensive line is it's okay. I mean, it's okay. They probably got the worst O line in the division. I mean, excuse me, in the division. But you lost a skill position player in Deebo Samuel, who did some things for you last year. So your wide receivers are going to be Terry McLaurin, Antonio Williams, and Luke McCaffrey. That's what you're coming in with. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt will run the ball for you with Rashad White as the backup. And Jayden Daniels will be your quarterback. And his backup is Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota go get some reps, I can tell you that. It's interesting. Jayden Daniels is so skinny and so small, and they got him listed at 210. And Krosky-Merritt, the running back, is listed at 208. They just gonna be lit all the way around. I don't like this team, man. I don't like it. I mean, everybody liked what Jayden Daniels did as a rookie, and they want to see that again. But man,
it's game film, man. Once you start learning tendencies and you start seeing what will make him run, you understand what I'm saying? Then I'm just gonna throw that and make you run, and then it just feeds you to the wolves. He's just gonna be sitting there waiting on you as soon as you take off.
He got a problem just sitting in the pocket and going through the progressions.
He doesn't like to do that.
Yeah, somebody said blame his wife, his mother wife. Wow. That relationship. I'm gonna keep it football. I just want to say this one thing.
Is that what makes him Kevin Durant too?
It's worse than Kevin Durant, dog.
We are not going to be sitting up here taking down his mom at all.
We're not taking down his mom. It's just
this young man is in the NFL. She's done a hell of a job.
Are they dating?
Of course not. What kind of question is that?
That's not a crazy question. You did okay. All right, we'll keep it football.
Kaiser.
Yes. Yes.
If you are an adult, right? You're an adult, and you have a very, very, very lucrative career as a National Football League quarterback for the Washington Commander football team. You don't think that it's just a little bit weird that your mom decides who you date and who you don't date?
I don't think she decides who he dates and who he doesn't date. I think it's the media hyping it up because what we saw with him and Juju when she was like sitting in the middle and that whole thing went viral.
That's his cousin, ain't it?
No, I don't think so. I think they're actually dating.
They dating?
No, they ain't dating.
I think they are.
She shut that down. I don't think nobody good enough for her son. I just seen him giving his mama a piggyback ride on the field. Man, go sit down.
Okay. Like, I didn't see him give a piggyback ride.
Yeah, sounds. Yeah, she was giving he was giving his mama a piggyback ride. She had that monkey on his back. I would never.
Oh my God.
I just wouldn't. But anyway, let's go back to football. It's just crazy.
I got this. I think the coaching staff is going to have. I hope they had this conversation already. Have a serious conversation. Shoot, maybe even ownership need to come down and had this conversation with Jayden Daniels because we've seen this before. Talented young running back who did not protect themselves or just made smart decisions when they took off and ran. Like when you have the opportunity to get out, get out. When you have the opportunity, throw the ball away. And that was RG3. And he was basically taken out of this game. So, and we don't need that to be part 2. So we've seen this before.
It's funny, eerily similar college quarterbacks too. Throw the ball, good on their feet. Heisman Trophy winner came out and couldn't stay healthy in the NFL.
Y'all think RG3 was as talented or more talented than Daniels? Or
I think RG3 was more talented. RG3 his at Baylor in that first year in the NFL, like he was out of control. But as soon as he tore that ACL, and then the next year, remember, they didn't even play him. He was on the sideline just in sweats. Then they traded him to Cleveland. In his first regular season game in Cleveland, he dislocated his ankle. Like he just couldn't stay healthy. And after that, he's just a backup. That's what he was. But is Jayden Daniels on his way to being a backup? No, I don't think so, because I mean, in Washington then you had Kirk Cousins, and Kirk Cousins went on to have, you know, a decent career. Excellent contract negotiator. They had a decent career, right? Marcus Mariota is on his way down, and the third team quarterback for the Washington Commanders is a guy named Ethan Kalaimanis.
Whatever that is.
What was that?
He got a really long last name, Brittany. A really long last name. Tell me how you would pronounce it. Kaliakmanis.
I don't know. I ain't even gonna try. But I didn't know he was white. That threw me off. I'm not gonna say what the last name I thought it was, but I guess I'm completely wrong.
What's this, Kalaimanis?
Kalaimanis. It's got to be. Never heard of him.
I never heard of Ethan before. It's different.
That is a different name.
They said we're not gonna do Ethan. We're gonna do Ethan.
He went to Rutgers. I never heard of him. But
out here,
defensively, it's not bad, Kaja. It's not bad at all. Tim Settle, Deron Payne, Javon Kinlaw, Odafe Oweh, Leo Chanel, Sonny Styles it was their draft pick. He'll play he'll play inside linebacker in the 3-4. Kalavon Chasen, Trey Amos, Nick Cross, Quan Martin, Theron Steele, and Amik Robinson. It rounds up the secondary. They have a decent defense, and it's gonna have to keep them in a lot of games, especially if they can't keep their quarterback upright.
Who replaced Bieniemy?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I forgot he went back to the Chiefs, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he went back.
I wonder. You heard? I wonder, and I probably could Google it and figure out. I'm sure she's recovering, but I wonder how his wife is doing.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
Yeah, that was sad. That was terrible.
That he got a lot on his mind. Why the heck did my son do that? And my wife being all right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's on his mind. That's tough.
David Blau is the offensive coordinator.
Never heard of him.
No.
Hated it.
No. So
that could be a good thing, though.
It could be.
It could be. Yeah.
Could be. Schedule wise, they got a pretty rough schedule too. And this is it starts out for them. I mean, and this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Jackson Dart, second week.
Go ahead and look at this.
In the 10th. So you start off with Philly, then you play Dallas, you play Seattle.
Oh.
And then you got Indy, and then you got the Giants, and then you play Frisco, Philly, and the Rams. And then you got the Giants again in Cincinnati, Arizona, Tennessee. Then you close it with Houston, Atlanta, Minnesota, Jacksonville, and Dallas.
They gave them the work, but
it's a tough schedule, especially for and that is your last place schedule. No, next to last place.
Philly, Dallas, Seattle, Colts, Giants. That's the first 5.
And even that Giants game won't be easy because that defense is actually not bad.
Yeah. No, that's tough, man.
It's tough.
In this division. Division games always
going to be tough. Yeah.
I'm not worried about the Colts.
Really?
I'm not. I think Indiana Jones is being rushed back. I don't think he's healthy. I think it's a mistake for him to be playing right now, even trying to play. So they'll be having a backup in there by this time, by October 4th.
So look at the third team quarterback. Who is that? Because the backup ain't gonna last long either.
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave Anthony alone.
Between Anthony Richardson and Jackson Dart and Jayden Daniels, man, boy, they need to play golf.
I forgot about Anthony Richardson.
AR.
Britt, you wasn't here last show. Do you remember how he got hurt last year and was out for the season?
Anthony Richardson?
Yeah.
I don't know. Did he take off running? I don't remember.
He broke his face in pregame warmup.
Oh, how you break your face? The football hit you?
No,
Probably.
for some reason he was running a route, right?
As a quarterback?
When they threw somebody, whoever was, threw him the ball, one of the players from the other team was coming down the sideline at the same time, and they collided. But he had on a helmet, and Anthony Richardson didn't. So it broke his orbital bone.
Oof, I know that hurt.
I wouldn't be surprised if he allergic to water. You know that's actually some people allergic to water. The way he get injured easy.
I think that'll be the last route he'll ever run.
I think the Bengals is a winnable game because their defense is not, shootout.
Did you see where their first round pick broke his tib and fib the first day of practice? No pad, no nothing. Jamar Stewart from A&M. That's the Bengals' first draft pick. Defensive end. He broke his tib and his fib on like the second play of training camp.
Oh my God.
And they probably was gonna play him a lot too.
Yeah, he was definitely going to be featured on that defense because they have to. They don't have much on defense anymore.
Dang.
Yep.
Well,
they can beat the Cardinals.
Yeah, they might get the card. They could get the Cardinals, but Love over there,
yeah,
he might look like something though.
We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. He definitely gonna get his opportunities too. I tell you what, I was watching them kind of go through training camp, and it's no pads, so you really can't tell anything. But Carson Beck didn't look that bad. That's who they were showing. He didn't look bad at all.
But how bad can you look with no pads and
yeah.
If you look bad with no pads, I mean, JJ McCarthy didn't look bad either. People raving about him right now.
Well, I watched them practice too, and as the first team offense went out there because NFL Network was actually in Minnesota, just strictly because of the quarterback controversy. And when they ran the first team out, it was Kyler Murray.
Oh yeah, of course. Kyler Murray's gonna keep that job. He's gonna start. If Kyler Murray is about to throw for 4,000 yards straight up and down.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I see two receivers going over 1,000 yards, and I see Kyler Murray throwing for 4,000. The last time Kyler Murray had a receiver, they got 1,000. That was D-Hop, and he threw for like 3,900 yards that year with just D-Hop. Now he got, and this is D-Hop past his prime. He's got arguably the best receiver in the league, a really good offensive coordinator, and another receiver in Addison capable of 1,000 yards. He got both of those guys, and then T.J. Hawkinson.
And
so
he
got targets.
They picked up who was the receiver for the Giants last year?
Jennings.
No, yeah, not Jennings for San Francisco. Yeah, they picked up Jordan.
He picked up Jennings. Yeah, so he got three of them boys, and he ain't never had more than one. He had Fitzgerald in his last 2 seasons past his prime, and he had D-Hop past his prime. That's it.
He comes across as lazy to me. I don't trust him.
Probably the best receiver Kyler Murray has had is maybe Christian Kirk.
I would say D-Hop, the year that he had D-Hop was the best.
Agreed. I mean, like on a consistent basis, the guy that was with him the longest that he built a relationship was probably Christian Kirk. That's probably the player that he played with the longest. Other than that, it's just been like a merry-go-round of receivers that come through Arizona, and even when they made the playoffs, he didn't really have no big time receivers like that.
No,
not
he about to look real good.
Cut it out.
He about to look real good. He's spitting. He's spitting.
Yeah, okay. You're gonna be spitting mad when you watch them games. You're like, what the hell is going on? You got Justin Jefferson, you got Addison. What are you doing?
What you expect to see?
Not much. I don't trust Kyler. I think he's lazy to me. Like he has the talent, but to me he doesn't want it bad enough.
I think he's pouty for sure. You will see him on his knee all the way on the other side of the bench. You know what I mean? If something goes wrong, he can definitely be a little diva-ish. But as long as he can put the video game controller down, he'll be all right.
Yeah, I don't know if he that lazy. I think Jamarcus Russell was lazy. I think Johnny Manziel was lazy. I don't know if Kyler Murray lazy, man. He might got that genius gene. You ever see the kids in elementary school where they be like, man, your son is the smartest in his class. We might need to bump him up because he's bored. I think Kyler Murray is just so good. I mean, this is a dude who didn't lose not one game in high school.
That's nice.
Didn't lose one game in high school and only lost 2 in college.
School.
Yeah, I'm like, that's nice in high school.
Yeah, and only lost 2 in college.
Only lost 2 games in college.
He lost a lot more in the NFL.
He's a prodigy, and look, and got drafted in the top 10 in baseball.
He was the number 1 overall pick
in baseball.
That's baseball. We saw.
Maybe he should have went there.
Right. He was a top 10 pick in football too. He was a top pick in football as well. So I don't know if lazy get you that though.
No.
It might be another word. It might be something else going with Kyler Murray. I don't think it's lazy though.
I think Kaja, I think that he's diva-ish. He's a diva, and his play right now better than whack trash car. I like it. I think his attitude, like nobody wants to see their quarterback on the opposite side of the bench when something goes wrong. Just separate himself from all the players and separate himself from the coaches, everybody. He just goes sit down there by himself and then jog out on the field when the offense got the ball next, and pouting, yelling at the receivers and stuff. He's just a bad teammate.
That's a character. He got a character flaw as a leader for sure.
Yeah.
He got a character flaw,
so
which can be learned.
What y'all just said about him? Y'all trust that kind of character to lead a team to wins?
I don't trust him to lead.
No accountability.
I don't trust him to lead a team that is below average because it's going to bring the worst out in him. But a team with a lot of riches will motivate him more, right? Yeah. That's why I said the kid in the classroom that he's too advanced for will get bored. And I just think throwing trash out there and thinking a guy like Kyler Murray is going to be motivated, it just wasn't working. Like he just got disinterested and wasn't motivated. I think he's very motivated right now. Just like we about to, yeah, my bad. Go ahead.
There was a play that happened in a playoff game, Kaja, a couple years back, where he got flung to the ground ugly for a safety, and the way he responded when he walked off the field, I remember thinking then that he won't be there very long. Because I mean, he was like the way he was talking to the offensive lineman. You like when they start jumping up and talking back to you, like you can really tell that it's personal. Like he is saying some pretty mean things to him. And as the quarterback and the leader of your football team, like you can't do that. No matter what, you can't do that. Now, if you want to go over and tell the offensive coordinator they ain't blocking for shit, you know what I'm saying? Then you go tell him. You know what I mean? But you cannot just go in their face and just start chastising them because they let somebody loose and you decided that you was going to try to scoot away at the last second and ended up getting your jersey grabbed and get flung to the ground for a safety. That's on you. Because dude broke scot-free when he came through, and he came right up the middle. So he saw him coming. But he decided he wanted to sit in the pocket for a little bit and do that little move where he kind of high steps and leans his like his chest forward and tries to go around people. He tried to do that and it didn't work, and he got pissed off at the offensive line. So
real quick, Corey, what part of Texas is Dallas in? I don't. Is that anywhere near Houston?
That's gotta be up north somewhere. I ain't never seen Dallas.
He called y'all ass. He going off on Dallas, dog.
He's going.
Trash. Dak is trash. Well, let's get on these damn Cowboys right now. So,
oh man,
last year the Cowboys had with Trash Ascot had the number one offense in the NFL to lead to end the season. In the same breath, they had the 30th ranked defense in the NFL. They averaged 30.2 points per game, and they gave up 34 points per game. So anytime you score 30 points on a consistent basis in the NFL, you figure you have a lot of wins. Like they scored 40 points against the Lions last year and lost 49-40. You think that they would make some changes in the offseason to better solidify their defense. But you also know that Jerry Jones is the general manager, and he does not do that very well, and he hasn't done that for 30 years until this year. And I don't know what changed. I don't know what changed. Maybe Jerry is finally tired of losing. But you bring in a young defensive coordinator. Thank you, Brittany.
Whatever. Whatever. I'm a little salty about it. I like Christian Parker a lot.
Christian Parker is the thing that I noticed first about him is like you hear about all this stuff in OTAs, but no cameras in OTAs. You come out, even the Cowboys don't allow cameras in OTAs, and Jerry gets in front of a camera anytime he gets an opportunity.
Very true.
Except for this year. And I don't know what the deal is. But you bring in a defensive coordinator, and you bring in a defensive coordinator that relates to players. And you bring in a young guy, and then you let this guy hire his position coaches himself. And then you focus an entire draft on defensive players. You had 2 first-round picks, and both of those first-round picks were a safety and an edge rusher, which is something that you really needed. And then you went and spent money on a free agent. You went and got Jalen Thompson from Arizona, who's a very good safety. And all of a sudden, and you picked up D. Winters from San Francisco, who quietly had 130 tackles last year. The leading tackler for the Cowboys last year was Shamar James with 89 tackles. So you made improvements to that.
Did you mention Downs?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. You improved that side of the ball tremendously. And then you have Caleb Downs playing in the secondary, who looks like he'll wear the green dot for the secondary as a rookie. It's impressive. It's impressive. And the first thing that I noticed about Christian Parker is when something goes wrong, he's running out on the field, getting people in the right positions, and just like showing them like, this is what I need you to do. And from what I understand, Britt, he was like that in Philly as well, like very involved with the secondary.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think who he came under. Vic is the same exact way. Right. He's going to show you where to be, what to do. On this play, I need you here, not there. Just do this. Listen to me. And you see how the players are underneath Vic Fangio. And Christian Parker is the same exact way in that secondary. Was the same exact way with that secondary group.
And he's been spending a considerable amount of time with the secondary because you made a couple of changes, but I mean, you have some guys in the Cowboy on the Cowboy defensive side of the ball that are made of glass as well. Really good defensive line. Quentin Williams, Kenny Clark, and Otito Ogbegano at the nose tackle, and Jay Toyo spend time at nose tackle too. But Rashawn Gary, DeMarvin Overshown, D. Winters, and Donovan Ezeraku will be your linebackers. And DeMarvin Overshown will be the captain of the defense, which I found a little bit odd because he has not played a full season in his 3 years in the NFL. when he's on the field, he is phenomenal, right?
Mhm.
The problem with him is staying on the field. Like he can't stay on the field. Can't stay healthy. You got Kobe Durant, Jalen Thompson, Malik Hooker, Deron Bland, and they play Caleb Downs. They have him listed as the nickelback, but he'll play kind of like that Derwin James type of role where he'll be able to move around freely and kind of do kind of freelance some things in packages as well.
Is he a ball hawk, or do he like to get in the backfield and make some tackles or make some sacks? Like how they go use him?
He does that. Everything that you just mentioned, that's what he does.
Yeah. Caleb Downs is a good player. He stays healthy. He's a really, really good player.
He's kind of not. He plays like Ed Reed. Mel.
He's smart.
I think he just got some high praises from I want to say it was Ed Reed that gave him high praises.
Yeah. And I think he works with Ed Reed a lot, like in the off season.
Yeah.
And then he has been in Christian Parker's right pocket like since Christian Parker got hired.
Nice.
So as soon as he got drafted, like the first thing he did was flew in and him and Christian Parker were just learning the defense, working on things. And he learned the defense so well that they gave him the speaker and he'll make the secondary calls as a rookie. And that's pretty impressive. That you're
Ed Reed need to be on somebody's staff, though.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was sitting back watching the draft, like, all right, cool. That daggone Dallas pick came and they said Caleb Downs. I was sitting there like, oh my gosh. You give Christian Parker a talented, potential generational talent at that daggone position. That's how good I think Caleb Downs is.
He's very good. And then, but we did y'all a solid later on in the draft. We traded with y'all so y'all could get Makai Lemon.
I appreciate that, but I still don't want y'all to get a good player. I want y'all to keep picking the Mizey Smiths of the world.
So in the second round, third round, they drafted Jayshawn Barham, which if you watch him play, like it's phenomenal. Like the dude looks all world, but he's another Michigan defender, and Michigan defenders and the Cowboys, that it don't work. It just don't work, and that goes all the way back to Taco Charlton. Offensively, it's the same team. I mean, all 11 starters will be back.
Yeah, so the offense thing, I like that y'all got a backup. That's good.
Mhm.
I like the fact that y'all was able to keep Pickens. Adding, did y'all have Valdez Canton last year, or did y'all just get him?
Oh, he just came.
Yeah, a little bit of speed. I like Valdez Scantling. Jake Ferguson at tight end is dope. You know, I let you speak on the offensive line, but what I want to talk about is, I wanted to see an upgraded running back. Honestly, I just like Jadon Blue or Jayden Blue, however you say his name, Malik Davis and Javonte Williams. I just feel like I feel like this offense would pop if they had a guy back there. Like, just find a guy, go get a guy, like somebody that's the one. Go find one of them dudes. And I just would feel so much better about this daggone team.
So you say that though, Mel, but last year Javonte Williams went for 1,201 yards and 11 touchdowns and 4.8 yards a carry.
Yeah, that's cute.
I mean, that is a legit.
Do you want to upgrade or no?
No, it's the only thing that scares me about Javonte Williams is his ability throughout his career to stay healthy.
Okay, so do you want to upgrade or no? Just the fact that you thought about it. Okay, let's say this. Do you want to upgrade a quarterback and receiver?
I think we're fine at quarterback and receiver.
Okay, all right. So you didn't say that for running back. So that's telling me that you would love an upgraded running back.
So if you let me finish.
Yes, sir.
1,200 yards and 11 touchdowns is if you can duplicate that, then I'll shut up. But I just don't think you can duplicate it.
All right. So it was a fluke. So you would love an upgraded running back.
I don't think it was a fluke. I think he stayed healthy. If you long as you keep him healthy.
Let me. Okay. All right. So let me say it this way.
Mm-hmm.
You got a quarterback who can sling it and who's upper echelon of quarterbacks in the league. And then you got 2 receivers who put fear in defenses.
Mhm.
So when you got that combination, a decent running back can benefit from that and go for 1,000 yards. How many yards you need a game to get 1,000 in the league?
Was it
What, like 60?
65,
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's all. And he went to 1,200. Right now, here's the difference. If you flip that for a really all-world, really good running back, Pro Bowl type running back, like Adrian Peterson or somebody like that, you don't remember the receivers that was there, but Peterson made receivers benefit by people loading the box against him, and you might get one-on-one coverage, or you might get a linebacker on you or a safety on you, right? So what I'm saying is the receivers, you gotta treat Pickens and Lamb like number ones. Safety help for probably both of them, which means less people in the box on that running back.
Light boxes.
Now, what if you had a home run hit at running back?
You do.
Okay.
You do. Jayden Blue should be that home run hitter for you. He should be. There's not many running backs in the NFL that run 4.2s. There's just not.
Did y'all see 8 in the box much last year?
No. But you also got in shootouts with that porous ass defense where you couldn't even run the ball no more. You had to throw it.
Yeah. Right. Brittany, did y'all see 8 in the box a lot last year?
As the Eagles, yes.
Yeah, because Saquon's back there.
Well, because they got a defense that can actually stop people, and you get in games like that where you get in tight games where you need to run some clock out, and you got to run Saquon. So yeah, you got to be 8 in the box. But with the Cowboys, if you're giving up 35 points a game, you're getting a lot of games where you can't even run the ball no more, and that's the reason why Javonte Williams didn't rush for more yards than what he rushed for. Because you got in games like against the Lions where your offense has got 40 points, but then you look at the scoreboard and the other teams got 49.
Okay, say less.
I mean,
what? Hey, if Jared wasn't scaring all the running backs away, talking to Jamie Foxx about their measurements, then maybe he'll have one back there.
You had an opportunity a couple years ago to get the running back that you are talking about. They could have got Braylon Allen. From
Facts.
To go in another direction.
Corey, question.
They wanted to see what Zeke was going to do. Go ahead, Britt.
You said you like your defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Vita Veda out there. Would you be willing to add him or not?
If you could take Otito Ogabana, if you could take him out with Vita Vea, hell yeah, you take Vita Vea.
Did you know you asked for a trade, and this is
what do you think that Tampa Bay would accept as a trade for Vita Vea?
Take Baker with take Baker with him. That's the trade. Hey, give me anything, just take Baker too.
I'm thinking they probably gonna want a young player. That's what I'm thinking. A young, talented, up and coming player, and maybe a first round pick.
Is Vita Vea 30 worth of first round pick?
Is he 30 or 20? 30 like 20.
29.
29?
Yeah.
Unhealthy, yes. You can't do nothing with Vita Vea.
He's a monster.
He is ridiculous. Like, you cannot do anything with Vita Vea. Like, you can't block him. Can't move him.
No. I mean, yeah. But what I think the Cowboys are negotiating to do, and Jerry just keeps hinting at it, is they want Max Crosby. And if I'm not mistaken, don't Max Crosby have something where his knee, where they say, it is something degenerative, like it's eventually going to go out, and when it goes out, like that'll be it.
That's what they said. He's saying something different. I don't know. They said the same thing about AJ Brown. So I mean, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. But yeah, Vita Vea, hell yeah, I take it.
Vita Vea would be crazy next to Quinnen Williams. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, your defensive line, just your players on the line would be Quinnen Williams, Vita Vea, and Kenny Clark.
That would be ridiculous.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Yeah, that would be tough. But you start talking about players like that, and then you start talking about you have to decide what you're gonna do with George Pickens in that contract.
And Tampa Bay needs a receiver, but I wouldn't. I think if I'm the Cowboys, if he's willing to pay with that, play on that franchise tag, let's get through the season and see what we can do with the money next year. Losing him will be tough.
If he gets 1,000 yards again, you're talking about two $40 million receivers on the same team.
I don't think Dallas is going to do that.
No, because Quentin Williams it'll be the last year of his contract as well. Yeah. They got a lot of things contractually that they're gonna have to fix. They're gonna have to.
So I'm sorry, quick. So would you be willing to? So would you, as Dallas fan, if you was on the front office staff, would you say, okay, let's wait till the end of the season because you're keeping CeeDee Lamb regardless. That's your guy.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be willing to trade George Pickens, or are you saying just keep him throughout the season?
What you gonna give me?
I don't know. He command a lot right now.
I mean, you would have to give me something in return. I mean, something drastic.
I think you get more than what the Eagles, way more than what the Eagles get for AJ Brown.
Yeah.
Sure.
And Pickens has been a model citizen here in Dallas,
which is crazy.
But
he pulled in Pittsburgh, and he's like, I'm willing to play on a franchise tag. Like, I'm like, wait, this is night and day.
Been a model citizen, and he's out there in practice. I mean, just going all out too. And offensively, in training camp, they look phenomenal, right? But they're gonna look phenomenal. They'll look phenomenal all season. But there's going to come a time where you will wish that you paid him $36 million this year, when next year he asked for $45 million.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Jerry is really big on that though. Like that extending contracts right out to the last second. Remember, they didn't pay Dak till the first game of the season, right before the first game of the season. They didn't pay CeeDee Lamb till he held out of training camp. They didn't pay Zeke till he was in Mexico running in the dirt, getting fat.
True that.
Yeah,
that's a pattern for old Jerry.
That's what he does. I mean, he even did it back then. Remember, Emmitt Smith held out the first 4 games.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that was in the middle of the Super Bowl run. He didn't give a damn about no Super Bowl run.
Do you think George Pickens' agent right now is trying to get him traded, or do you think he's trying to negotiate a big time deal now with the Cowboys?
You know who his agent is?
Who's agent? Clutch Sports.
Michael Parsons'
Might as
agent.
well be.
David Mulligata? Is that his name?
Oh, so they working.
Well,
they ain't in a relationship. Like him and Jerry's relationship soured with the Michael Parsons situation.
Yeah, because remember, Jerry wouldn't talk to him in the Michael Parsons situation. And then Damarian Overshown, your starting middle linebacker, just signed with David Mulligata as well.
This man invited Michael Parsons somewhere. I don't know what it was at. He invited Michael Parsons somewhere without his agent.
Big 12
like he had a deal.
Big 12 championship game sitting in his body.
Yeah, a year before. It was a year before his contract year, I think. And he felt like, oh yeah, we got a deal. and that's what Jerry was going on. Like, nah, man, me and Michael discussed the number, and the agent was like, man, what the hell are you talking about? That me and you supposed to discuss that. So that's how that went down.
So now you have 2 very good players on your football team that you don't have to deal with Dave Mulligata regardless. Like you're gonna have to.
Because I'm sitting here like George Pickens is a star wide receiver in my opinion. As his agent, I don't want him to play on that franchise tag.
So here's the thing: Dave Mulligata players do not play on franchise tags.
So this is different.
But this year, there's 2 of them. Kyle Pitts is playing on a franchise tag, and George Pickens. So there has to be. I truly and honestly believe that there has to be some sort of communication going on with Mulughetto.
Right.
I think it is. Yeah.
It has to be. Like, let's let bygones be bygones, man. Like, let's talk about this for real. But Pickens, every time you ask him about the contract, he's like, look, I'm here to play football. That's all I'm here to do. Like, my agent talked to them about my contract. I'm just here to play football.
Being smart.
So the way he's handling it is very mature, which is a stark difference of what you heard from Pittsburgh. Like, none of that stuff has shown his head yet. It almost did when they played Detroit because he wasn't getting the ball. He almost quit, but he had just a disgusted look on his face. But he's, in training camp wise, like you can see that Dak is super comfortable with him, super duper comfortable with CD, and he's comfortable with Ryan Flanoy too, the third receiver. So, and he's always gonna find Jake Ferguson. So, yeah.
See that Max Crosby for George Pickens trade. No, I'm just playing.
But if you think about it, though, the Raiders could use a wide receiver too.
A young wide receiver, talented for that quarterback.
They need something for that new quarterback.
Right.
He'll never resign with them. He ain't about to sit back there with no daggone Mendoza and wait 5 years to get relevant.
I think Fernando gonna be the starting quarterback by week 8.
Week 8? That's a long time.
That is.
Yeah, I think it is. I think Kurt will get you through a couple of games, but then Kurt will start doing Kurt things, and then that's when Mendoza. I think.
Okay, so week 8 because it won't be because Kurt playing bad. It'll be because the team ain't winning, and you might as well just throw the rookie in. That's what you're saying.
Well, put him in. See what happens. Need a spark.
That's fair.
They were just talking on TV about the difference. Like Kirk Cousins is an anticipation thrower, so everything is timed, right? So he's throwing the ball way before receivers break. The ball don't really have a lot of zip on it, but Kirk Cousins never really had a big arm. He's always been kind of a timing guy, right? They say when those are going there and throw the ball, it's like a receiver turn around and it's just like, boom, and the ball just come out. And you're like, damn. Like I say, you can hear it when it come out. I see, yeah. It's only a matter. Once he learned the offense, he probably working with his general manager too, just on footwork and stuff like that. Yeah, he'll be in there eventually. But Kaj, it's time for you to take your cowboy shots. Go ahead.
I don't have any cowboy shots. I don't want no smoke. I was just asking some questions.
Cowboy shots when
No, actually, all jokes aside, though, I really do like Dak and I like CD. I like Pickens. To me, he has a little bit more of an edge over CD, in my humble opinion. They'll be a fool to get rid of him. I think that duo is really nice. I'll find a way to keep him.
I think that GP is more. He may be more dynamic than CD. CD is just super steady. But CD missed 5 games last year and still had 1,000 yards receiving.
Mm-hmm.
But Pickens is going to hurdle some people, fly through the air in the Jordan pose. He's gonna do all types of stuff, but that's just George Pickens being George Pickens.
Mm-hmm.
But he definitely gives you a solid wide receiver 2, where you would consider him to be the wide receiver 1 in some situations.
Yeah, he can be.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
It'll be smarter to pay him now than to wait.
It'd have been smart to pay him as soon as the season ended. Because if you try to pay him now, it's going to be 40, and then if he have 1,000 yards receiving this year, it's going to be 45. So, yeah, it is what it is with that. But so anyway, the Cowboys schedule, second place schedule at that is it's not easy. So their first 5 games. First 6 games are New York, Washington, Baltimore, Houston, Tampa Bay, Green Bay.
Okay.
It's like half and half.
And then
New York Giants.
Yes.
New York Giants, Washington, who?
Are the Jets relevant?
I said Ravens, right? Yeah.
Yep. Baltimore Ravens.
Do we recognize the Jets?
They're a team.
I'm just kidding.
They're a team. Then they play Houston.
Shout out to New England, man.
They play Houston, and then they play both Bay teams. So it's Tampa Bay and Green Bay.
Okay. It's a little challenge. It's challenging.
Then you got Philly, Arizona, Indianapolis, San Francisco, Tennessee, Philly again. Then you play at Seattle. Then you play at the Rams. Then you play Jacksonville, the Giants again, and then you close the season. Matters.
I respect it.
Then-
If they come out of that alive, then that mean they playing some good football. They got a little challenge.
Yeah. The only thing that I think that frightens me is that in the middle of the season, probably when it starts to get really good and you setting up for a Philly game, right? You play two teams that you can't beat. You cannot beat the Arizona Cardinals and you cannot beat the San Francisco 49ers.
Are they gonna beat the Cardinals this year?
I thought that last year.
That was last. They gonna beat them this year.
Jacoby Brissett threw for like 350. It was horrible. It was horrible. And Marvin Harrison made everybody know that he was still an NFL wide receiver because I think he had 3 touchdowns against the Cowboys.
Cowboys just don't like seeing red, I guess.
Nah.
Like, I'm not trying to big up no Dallas team, no Dallas fan, none of that. But I think Christian Park gonna have that defense playing different.
I believe so.
That'd be exciting. I like when the Cowboys are a force.
Yeah.
That'd be exciting.
The NFL is definitely fun when the Cowboys are good.
No, they're not. Who said
Yeah.
that?
It is.
NFL is great when the Cowboys are trash. No,
I bet.
The last time
I'm pretty sure the Cowboys feel the same with the Eagles. Cowboys fans feel the same.
Yeah. Philly.
I enjoyed the Cowboys when y'all had Quincy Carter quarterbacking, and I think y'all had Julius Jones and Marion Barber in the backfield, and both of them was home run hitting.
Mm-hmm.
But Quincy Carter, he was decent. Quincy Carter was decent, dog.
Who was
He
the
was
coach?
decent. It wasn't Parcells, was it? Parcells.
Mm-hmm. That's why they were decent.
Yeah, that was it. And they didn't even have a top echelon quarterback. They had Quincy Carter, dog.
Yeah.
He wasn't even as good as Aaron Brooks. You know what I mean? And Parcells was making it happen with that.
I seen Quincy Carter one time, Mel, at this little club we used to have here. I came home from the Navy. It's this little club here called RJ's by the Lake.
Yeah.
Quincy Carter was in that thing in some jeans with his boxer shorts out the top, no shirt. He had a big gold chain around his neck that had 17, like a 17 medallion.
Yeah.
And he had on some sunglasses and a Black and Mild.
Fresh off of 8, I guarantee.
Yes.
Fresh off of doing 2 lines.
For sure. But yeah, Quincy was that dude, man. Do you know that believe it or not, Quincy Carter just retired from football like maybe 2 years ago.
Oh wow.
He was
So
playing
he went a long time without getting no benefits.
he was playing for a team called the South Texas Vipers. Is an arena team down in McAllen, Texas. He was the quarterback. I think he's the head coach now. Mm-hmm. So Quincy.
It wasn't just marijuana though.
Quincy was out of control.
Yeah, buddy.
So
They said he had problems when you tackled him by the goal line where that white line was at. They said he didn't know what to do.
he thought he played with Michael Irvin now.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck was that?
And Mel was snorting. His
Yeah,
nose,
I got it.
his nose was congested.
Mm.
All right. Kaija, who wins this division?
Eagles.
Why you think that?
'Cause I trust the Eagles. Cowboys to me, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be like it's not gonna be like a close race. Like look at the terms of the schedule. Their schedule is very like middle of the pack. It can go like 9-7 ish. So I trust the Eagles more though overall.
Mel?
The Eagles don't be serious to me all the time, man. I'm like, dang, man. They won 11 last year. They got a first round schedule, first place schedule. Cowboys won 7 last year. They got a second place schedule. Both made some improvements. I'm gonna say the Cowboys go win this division.
Why you think
the
that?
Eagles? The Eagles childish to me, man. They're just childish, dog. You can't win a Super Bowl and then show immaturity. Like they're just a childish team to me, man.
Their head coach, like he can be a little bit childish, but
they ain't
like,
serious.
As the coach, just as much as you fought AJ Brown for arguing and stuff on the sideline, you could fault him too for being the absolute leader of the organization down there in the knockdown drag out with one of your players where your security guard got to get involved on the sideline.
Yeah, but it definitely ain't gonna be the Commanders. I'd be shocked if it's the Commanders or the Giants. So it's gonna be between the Eagles and the Cowboys. I just picked the Cowboys on this one though.
Britt, who you got?
I
know who you got.
No, I think this might be a lot closer than what people think. I think there's a lot of unknowns from the Eagles offense right now. And so I think a lot of people are concerned about that. But I think that can be a good thing for the Eagles. The last time it was an unknown coming out, they went to the Super Bowl. They lost in the Super Bowl 2022. But they wasn't sure how the offense was going to be at all. And they ended up making it to the Super Bowl. So I think this could actually help the Eagles in a way. And the fact that you let go of AJ Brown, who always wants the ball, and you're forcing it. Now Jalen can play how he really wants to play, where he likes to spread the ball around. And our defense is
you don't feel like you got to force the ball to him to make him
right.
happy.
Exactly. And that was one of the biggest issues last year. We were forcing it. And I mean, he could have been triple team and forcing it because he was crying. So it's not going to happen this year. Devontae Smith's a different type of guy. He just wants to win. So it's more of a similar mindset in the locker room now, where these guys just want to win. So I'm going to give it to Eagles, but I do think it's close because I think the Cowboys defense is going to take a step forward.
I agree with you about the defense.
Shocking. But
she might change her mind week 1 though if Philly come out looking like, saying like we think they can look like we know Philly can get busy. My only issue with Philly is, with everything they got, sometimes I'm like, man, why was that game so hard? It shouldn't have been that hard, and it was hard because of stuff that the Eagles was doing or not doing, or play calling and not feeding Saquon, and it was just so much stuff that I was like, man, dude, this shouldn't be that hard. These dudes, like, they got a beast defense, pass rush is crazy, quarterback Pro Bowl level, 2 Pro Bowl level receivers, Pro Bowl running back, like y'all, some of the mistakes, I ain't even gonna call them mistakes, man. It's just, man, sometimes they give me a headache, dog. But if they do what they supposed to be doing, they tough, man. So if they come out week 1, I think Brittany gonna change her mind and be like, oh nah, we winning this division for sure. They come out week 1 and just kill it. You go change it.
I just said Eagles. Yeah, I just said Cowboys division. And I don't change my mind for a football team until about week 5, 6. The first 4 weeks, I don't.
I could have sworn.
Say it again.
week 1? Washington.
Play with Washington. It's going to be tough. Y'all play Giants, right?
Yeah.
And they did 2 divisions. Like both of those going to be tough. So because of division, I think the Cowboys should walk away with that, and I think we should walk away with it. But I think the division games are always the toughest. So
we literally flipped schedules week 1 and 2. Like we played Giants, Washington. Y'all play Washington, Tennessee, and then the Giants. I think that the biggest question for the Cowboys is going to be, it won't be a player, just be Christian Parker. Like, what is he going to do with this defense? And if the defense, it doesn't have to be 1 or 2. If the defense can just be 15th and the Cowboys have the same offensive output that they had last year, I think the Cowboys would be a very dangerous football team. Schedule-wise, though, it's tough. It's super tough, and you'll be battle tested if you make it to the playoffs, whether you win the division or if you go in as a wild card team. Like the playoff road to get to the playoffs is going to be tough. I just like Philly's schedule more. I do. I like Philly's schedule a lot more, and I think that Philly will win the division, but I think Dallas will have a really good record and be a high wild card, and we'll see what they can do from there. My trust for Kaja, my trust for the team Kaja is more towards not just that I just don't trust the Cowboys, is that I don't know what the defense is going to look like. Your captain is a middle linebacker that has played no more than in 7 games in a season. And that's the captain of your defense. And then you put him at the middle linebacker with the green dot. Your green dot on your secondary is a rookie. Your corner cannot play your best corner in Deron Bland got paid and cannot play more than 10, 12 games in the season because he breaks the same foot over and over and over again. Your second corner, your backup corner, well, your number 2 corner is going to be Kobe Bryant to start the season, who was a damn toast bucket in LA with the Rams. You've got Siobhan Reveal, who has a lot of potential, right? But last year he played with that big bulky knee brace and he couldn't turn around and he couldn't turn his hips and cover downfield to save his life. He don't have that knee brace anymore, but he'll be better. Malik Hooker, your starting free safety, is a bad safety. So you're gonna count a lot on Jalen Thompson and PJ Locke, who they got from Denver, right? But then PJ Locke twisted his knee the first day of practice. There's a lot of questions about the secondary in particular. Now, front 7 wise, you get D winners that had 130 tackles last year. Your outside linebackers are not bad. They should be able to put pressure on the quarterback this year, something they couldn't do. You went and got Rashawn Gary from Green Bay, who absolutely will set an edge, but he's really not known for getting after the quarterback. Not like that. But that's why you went and drafted another defensive end in the first round, who is one of those guys like Mel. Do you remember Randy Gregory?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's like that. It's freakishly athletic, is going to get after the quarterback, but kind of raw. So you'll see him outrun the quarterback or overrun the quarterback sometime and just miss a sack.
Mm.
You got a bunch of guys like that. You got Barsham from Michigan, who, when you watch the film in Michigan, this dude was all world at Michigan, right? But so was Mozzie Smith. So was Taco Charlton. You went and got another Michigan defender, and Michigan players in the NFL do not pan out.
Mm.
There's only one dude since Charles Woodson that has really panned out as a Michigan player, and that's Aiden Hutchinson in Detroit. It's the only one.
So who are you picking for the division, though?
I already told you who I was picking for the division.
I didn't hear that part.
I picked
the Eagles.
Yes.
Eagles.
Interesting.
Quick question. Do you think there's concerns about, because I think the offense is really good. do you think having a second year watching film for Dallas, do you think there's any team that can slow down just a little bit this Dallas offense?
No. And that's what I'm saying. If your offense can score 30 points and your defense just gives up 25, then you will have a very good record this season.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But with the way the defense looks on paper, besides the defensive line, right, with Kenny Clark, Quinn Williams, and Double O at the nose tackle, or Jay Toya, whichever one it is, after you leave that front three and start backing up, it just gets progressively worse. Except for Caleb Downs, who we've never seen play one down in the NFL. We don't know if that shit's going to transfer from Ohio State or not. We don't know the answer, but it's got a lot of potential to. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
I know this dude ain't in the comment section. They didn't show up for work today.
who is that?
Chris.
Oh Lord.
I'm here stroking my chin like Batman because you ain't here, ho. How about that? I mean, my brother. I get ho and my brother mixed up sometimes. Those are two words very. My little brother Chris. I'm here because you ain't here.
I think that Eagles will finish the season like 11-6 again, somewhere around in there, and I think the Cowboys will finish like 10-7.
That's gonna be close, like I said.
But then you start flirting with not making the playoffs with a 10-7 record because you still got the NFC North and the NFC West. So it's gonna be tough.
That's gonna be very tough.
It's gonna be tough.
I can see two teams from the NFC East getting in.
I mean, it could happen. But I hope I'm wrong. I just don't. I have no faith in that defense. And the ghost of Matt Eberflus might pop in and just show his head. And first year defensive coordinator, can he put that ghost back in the Ghostbuster hatch and not cross the streams? You know what I'm saying?
Well, Corey, I hope you're not wrong. If I'm being quite honest, but I mean, we'll see. I think Christian Parker will have them playing better, but it takes some time probably to get Christian Parker's guys in there. So I'm thinking more that second year where they could really probably take a huge jump to where you want it to be and where Christian Parker would want it to be, because now you're getting more of his guys in there.
Yeah. I mean, you got some depth at defensive end, which is something you didn't have last year. You didn't get any sacks last year. Only team that was worse than you getting sacks was Tampa Bay. And I mean, your secondary, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So,
like
Cowboys D linemen play both ends or something.
I tell you what, though, I will tell you this: they won't be able to run the ball this year. They won't be able to run the ball just right down their throat again like that. But I think if you take some shots downfield, I think they'll be open. And what did Philly do? Went and got a whole bunch of speed.
I think so real quick before we go, in the division, who has the best receiving core? I actually think the Cowboys got the best receiving core, right?
I think the Cowboys might have the best receiving core in the league.
Right. Who has the best running back room in the division?
Philly, for sure.
I go Philly. Offensive line, I guess that depends on health, but it's probably between Eagles and Cowboys, most likely.
Mm-hmm.
Tight end group. Wait, who's y'all tight end? Oh, Ferguson's y'all tight end, right?
Reverend Span forward.
And then we got Goddard and Munt and the young kid and Stowers.
And then Likely in New York.
I think the Giants got a really good tight end too.
I was gonna say Likely in New York, and I don't know who the tight end is in Commanders because that Ertz is gone, right?
It's Chig Owakawu or something. He's all right. I mean, he ain't bad. Now, a lot of people Cowboy play, but they don't know anything about Ryan Flanoy yet. But they'll learn. He pretty good. He ain't bad at all.
About who?
Now, Ryan Flanoy, our third receiver.
Okay. Yeah.
Pretty good. defensive line wise, I think that's an interesting
That's a good conversation
to discuss. Yeah, because Eagles and the Cowboys both have really good defensive lines. Because Jalen Carter is just disruptive, but so is Quentin Williams.
Is that a good conversation though?
But Jalen Carter is healthy now. I think
as long as he don't spit on nobody, we good.
No, he learned. He better have learned his lesson because that made me tight. I think every Eagles fan in the book was. You think we'd be happy, but no, we don't. No, we was mad.
I don't know what happened.
I think Jalen Carter healthy, and his shoulders is back. And what I'm hearing in training camp, and he's back to being his old self.
Mm-hmm.
It's a complete disruptor. Like he's going to be top tier this year. They say he's been on it.
Quentin Williams is the same way though. I mean, they got that same tenacity. They get after.
I know, but I'm always gonna go with DC with this one.
Of course.
But pass rushing group, I'm giving that to the Giants for now.
It's either the Giants or Washington.
Is that Brian Burns with Abdul Carter and
yeah, they tough.
Arvell Reese.
Arvell Reese, the young kid.
Thing like he was in Ohio State. Yeah, that's gonna be a rough group. We're gonna get
linebacking core.
I like Washington's linebackers.
Yeah,
Leo Chenal, Sonny Styles, and Chasen. They got a good linebacking group. But hell, the Giants linebackers ain't terrible. Well, I mean, if you consider Arvell Reese and Abdul Carter as the linebackers,
and I'm gonna put them as a pass rusher.
Put them as defensive ends.
Yeah. I'm gonna say I like Eagles. Put Eagles in there.
The Eagles got a good, and I just don't know what the Cowboys are gonna do rushing the quarterback.
Yeah. I think question mark would be Jahai Campbell. Can he take that next step? So Jahai Campbell for sure, and then. Corners. I'm not gonna put safeties in there yet. Corners. I like the Eagles with Quinyon Mitchell and Reek Woolen. Not real big on their backups. Cooper DeJean in the nickel spot. But starter wise, yeah. And then
Cooper DeJean.
I like him.
He has issues like CD Lamb lines up in the slot. That's an issue.
Yeah, I mean, how many people?
Anybody?
I'm like, that's CD Lamb.
You're right.
I mean, I'm an Eagles fan, but I ain't crazy.
Cowboys corners are Kobe Durant and Deron Bland.
Right.
Yeah.
And then if we go safety, I'm not putting the Eagles up there. Like I like Makuba, but I don't like the other side. They're not up there. That's my biggest concern with this team. I like the Cowboy safeties because Caleb Downs is Caleb Downs. He makes that different.
I like Jalen Thompson. I do. I like Jalen Thompson. I like PJ Locke. I do not like Malik Hooker.
I forgot y'all had Jalen Thompson.
Hmm? They went and improved their safety room dramatically.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be an interesting year. I'm actually excited this year for these division games, especially always the Eagles Cowboys, because I think that's going to be a tight game. It's always tight.
Always. It'll be fun.
Probably split again, like we always do.
I just don't like it. I don't like the fact that they don't play each other till Thanksgiving Day.
I forgot we got Thanksgiving game this year. Forgot about that. Okay.
Months into the season before you get to see Philly. It's tough. All right. So we're running down on these divisions. I guess the next division that we would do would probably be the AFC North, which is interesting because what is Cincinnati going to do? And the Ravens have a entirely new setup. You know what I mean? Like they have a whole new organization from coaching staff.
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh is still led by a 55-year-old quarterback.
And I'm curious about the Browns. Who is their quarterback?
And it looked like it's going to be Shador.
I'm not hearing good things about Deshaun Watson.
Nah, I was watching him in practice the other day. He threw 2 picks in a row.
Yeah.
Now I just wonder, like, what do you do? Like, that's a whole lot of money to go sit down, and you can't trade him for nothing. Like, you're not gonna get anything in return.
Nope.
Never get anything in return.
That brother on the verge of retiring.
I hope it's Shador. I do. Seems like the fan base wants it to be Shador too, and it seems like the play on the field would warrant it to be Shador. But $40 million on the bench, it just don't happen too often.
Yeah. And I'm not mad at their defense. I know they lost Myles Garrett, and we'll talk about it more next week. But
Jared
Verse was a good pickup. It was pretty solid in that trade.
Definitely a good pickup. All right, everybody. If you haven't done it yet, make sure you like and subscribe. AFC North next week, and that should be an interesting discussion. And then after that, you leave the granddaddy of them all, it'll just be the NFC South. And I think that'll do it, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Back to NFL football. Let's get it.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Listen, first preseason game is Thursday.
Yeah, that's what
I don't like preseason games no more. This new way they doing preseason games is
you don't like it?
Nah, because they it used to be 4 weeks. Now what is it? 3 weeks. So and starters ain't playing the third game at all. They rarely the first game they only play the first series. So the only time you really see the starters a little more is in the second game.
You see them a little. Most teams are playing like a half in the third game. Most of them do. But then you have teams like Dallas that don't play starters at all, and none of them.
Or the Eagles.
Yeah.
But you know what? I started appreciating Dallas. I'm sorry, preseason games. Ooh, no, I don't appreciate Dallas at all. No disrespect. That was my Eagles fandom. I had to come out. I started appreciating it preseason because I like to see the young guys fight it out, fight for their positions. So that's when I'm like, okay, this might put some young guys on the map. So that's why I watch the preseason games. They boring, but to see those young guys fight for it, that's what I like.
Yep. Agreed. Oh, Lord. Hold on. These bad kids just caught me on the iPad. All right, y'all. Next week, got the AFC North, excuse me. And yeah, man, it's been fun. Been a lot of fun.
Peace.
I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.
See ya.